Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have 3 jobs in the garage. All 3 are experience orders, and we're going to check the phone here now. And we see we have a story mission. So I'm actually going to make room for this by putting this car into lifter C. And we're going to quickly grab this story mission, which is, do you know what, we'll read that after, because if, actually here's what I want to do the experience order. Okay, so let's take this, let's quickly move this into lifter A, and we'll pick up that experience order, and we'll have a full garage then again. Take order, and we'll dismiss the remainder like so. Right, so now we have 5 jobs in the garage, but before we go any further, we have some skill points to, sorry about that, that's my phone going off there, somebody's texting me. We have got up to 40 skill points, which means we unlock this tier, and we have 5 points to spare, meaning we can purchase both of these upgrades straight away. This one is 50% off trips to junkyards and barns, and this one is a 15% discount in shops. There we go, so we have 3 points to spare, but we can't get the next one until we have 45 points, and then 50 points. So we're coming near the end, we're doing well. 5 more points and we can get the next upgrade. Okay, let's take a gander at this bad boy. So, it is as follows. Good morning, I was told that you were an honest mechanic and a trustworthy person. So, I present to you my baby, DC Typhoon. It used to reach speeds of an F5 Tornado on a track, but that was a long time ago. I want you to make this car look and drive like new again. I'm counting on you. Right, we have a substantial list of stuff here to discover. What were those 2 items? Solid rear drive axle, rear knuckle, right, okay. Another drive axle. And, oh, look at this bunch of stuff here. Right, repair or replace body parts, change oil, and repaint the car in stock color. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do first. We're going to see if we can go on to the test path. Engine cannot start, right? So that's that out. So we're going to lift her up on the first stage of the lift. And pop the hood. Right. Let's do some diagnostics. Holy God, look at the manifolds on that. Right, for the sake of thoroughness, we're going to break out the old tire thread tester, and we're going to check the state of the tires, just in case, and just to be thorough. Wow, and they actually do need work. You see, this is why we do these things, because you just never know. Next, we're going to check the electronics, so that means breaking out the old multimeter. Alright, above average there. Next is a compression test. Engine needs to be completed to perform this action. Wow, okay. I doubt it has an OBD port. It doesn't. So that just leaves a fuel pressure test. And I can't see the fuel filter, so I don't know. Oh wait, I think I can. I think that needs to be changed. Fuel pump, carburetor is fine, fuel filter is fine, and another carburetor is fine. Okay. So let's mark off what we have discovered, which is a few items, not an awful lot though. Fuel pump. Right. What's missing? Why will this car not start? Oh, there's a fan missing. And a water pump and a crankshaft pulley. Holy Hannah. Right. I think I'm going to start off with these exhaust manifolds. And we'll move over to the other side. And we'll do the same here. Okay. See, I don't know if I need to break down the engine. That brake servo definitely needs replacing anyway, I can see that. Radiator needs replacing as well. Damn it. I mean, am I better off to put the engine back together just to do a compression test? Is the stuff that has to be done suspension more so than anything else? Do we have an exhaust manifold? We don't. Do we have an ignition coil? We don't. Do we have a water pump pulley? We do. We don't have a crankshaft pulley. I know that. Right, let's see what we can recondition. Absolutely nothing. Wow, okay. So into the store. V8OHV, if I remember correctly, was the exhaust manifold. So we want to go down here. There it is there. And we'll pick up, you know, we'll pick up 4 of those. Because they're fairly common. And yeah, we do tend to need those quite often, so we're better off to get those now. Oh, we need a battery as well. Do I have a battery? Nope. Do I have a radiator C? Nope. Alright, exhaust manifold. In you go. Right. I need to get a radiator C, ignition coil B, crankshaft pulley, and a battery. See if I can remember that. That's going to be fun. Crankshaft pulley, so that'd be up here. Crankshaft pulley, there we go. We'll want an ignition coil B. We want a radiator C. We want a fan as well, isn't it? It's probably a fan B. I'm going to take a chance on a fan B. Or could it be a V? You know what? Screw it. We'll get that one as well. I need a battery. Excuse me. Was that it? Was that all we needed? Can't remember. Get the radiator in. Get the crankshaft pulley in. We're going to need belts. Of course, we are going to need belts. Didn't think about those. Belt. Alright, so we want a belt B and a belt A. Belt B. There's belt A. And just a straight up belt B. Where are you, little son bitch? No, that's not right. It must be this one. And a belt A. Oh crap, I bought the wrong belt A. Okay. Back up. And I'm looking for a particular shape. Because I think it'll be faster to find. Here we are. Alright, belt A. And now fan. Oh, we had one. Right. Can we do a diagnostic now? Compression test. Yes, we can. Alright, so this will let us know if there's anything wrong with pistons, compression rings, piston rings, that kind of stuff. Haha. Right. So I do need to strip her down. I suppose that was the best way to do it, the way we done it there. Okay, get the water pump off. Let's get those ignition wires out. We'll get the head off. Head cover. Alright, may as well get the air filter off as well. carburetors next. We should be able to recondition a lot of this stuff as well and make it all like new. Alright, clips. And the other clip. Distributor, rotor, and distributor, and now the head cover. Oh, it's one of these engines again. I didn't realize. Not that it was going to make any difference. I hate having to take out those goddamn push valve rods and rocker arms. They're ugh. Let's move on to the other side. We'll get these spark plugs out. Then we'll get the exhaust manifold off. Whoops. There we go. Alright, now rocker arms and push valve rods. Off you come. They all seem to be in fairly good condition. Above average, I would say. So none of them need to be replaced, at least not on this side. We'll have to get a look at the other head on the other side and see if any of those need replacing. Alright. Get these ones off. And then we'll get the heads off, and then we'll see what else we need to work on, and then we'll start working underneath the car. These ones seem to be the same as the other side, all above average condition. Alright, now for the heads. Look at those pistons. Right, alternator, you may as well come off. We'll recondition you. Or actually, that was power steering pump. This is the alternator. Ignition coil, screw it. Timing, we may as well do that as well. Take it all off, recondition it all, and purchase any parts that we might need. Alright. I believe that's it, so now we can lift her up, and we'll get working underneath her. And I think we'll start by taking off these wheels. We'll do the same the far side, get them out of the way. Okay. Now, that fuel or oil filter looks alright. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to drain the oil before I forget. Because I'm going to have to take off the oil pan. Alright, oil pan, off you come. There we go. And we're going to take out all of the pistons. So that means taking off each of the rod caps and the crankshaft bearings. And again, all of these seem to be in an above average condition, but we will be able to recondition all of these. Alright, now we can drop her down and we can pull out the pistons. Actually, do you know what I should do? I should mark off what we've discovered, which I'm surprised there's a lot of stuff we haven't. Brake servo, exhaust manifold. Here we go. Piston with conrod. This is the stuff that I want to find. Alright. So, oh, screw it, we're as well just to pull out all the pistons. By the looks of it. Right. Should I... we'll take out the crankshaft. We'll take out the crankshaft and make it all shiny new. Like, oh wait, I'm gonna have to do gearbox. It looks like the prop shaft needs to be done as well. So we were going to be working on this anyway, so why not do it now? It does appear though the majority of stuff that needs to be replaced is suspension and brakes and stuff like that, but this clutch, pressure plate and clutch plate definitely needs to be replaced. We can see that. Alright, now do you know what? Let's just take off that oil filter and we'll put it back on and we'll see if we can recondition the engine block. Since, I mean, I have it stripped down anyway, so I may as well take the bastard out. Alright, now it's making shiny new time. There should be a lot of stuff here for us to do, and it does appear to be so. So a lot of stuff is going to be back at 100% when we start putting this stuff back in. Excellent. Alright. Here we go. Engine block first. Then we want to get the crankshaft in. Let's lift her up. And we'll get the crankshaft in. There we go. Alright, and she comes back down again. And now we can start rebuilding her from the top down. So I think I have pistons. I do. So we'll start putting these in. Alright, another one here. Ooh, I need rings. Alright, let's buy some rings. Piston. Rings. 8. 8 should be fine. We'll have a few spares. Alright, here is a new piston. Have a gander over this side. This one is a new piston. It's actually our last one as well. Damn, I need to buy another piston. Alright, okay, well we're going with second-hand ones here now. And this one's a second-hand one. Along with second-hand rings, but that is not a good thing to do. Piston. Let's buy like 7 of them. Even though I only need one more. Alright, now heads back on. All nice and reconditioned like. And exhaust manifold you can go back on as well actually, since I'm here. And then we'll move over the other side. We'll get this head on. And same thing with the exhaust manifold. Spark plugs. Second-hand ones can go back in, because I don't believe any of them were in need of replacing. So why bother putting new ones in if we don't have to? Just enough. Exactly. Okay. Now, valve push rods. All secondhand. So tedious. But, on the plus side, we are getting experience for every single one of these that we put in. Which is good. It is very good. Because this game is all about the XP. And we'll do the same with the rocker arms. All second-hand ones can go in. Excuse me. Alright, I suppose we may as well put the head cover on since we're here. And then we'll move over the other side and we'll start getting the valve push rods put in. Here we go. Alright, valve push rods. Again, all second hand. Go in, you little slippery son of a bitch. And this is the last push rod. Now it's just the rocker arms. Once we have this done, things should really speed up and we should start cutting through everything else pretty fast, I would imagine. Right, carburetors, you're next. All nice and reconditioned like. And the air filter base, same deal. Air filter, second hand one, go back in. And then the cover. Alright, now let's get the power steering pump and the alternator back. Here goes the power steering pump. That shock really does need replacing, doesn't it? Alright, next is alternator. Now timing. So we're going to get the camshaft in. The one that came out of it can go back. Same deal with the timing chain. Now the timing cover. Now the water pump. And the crankshaft pulley. Followed by the water pump pulley. Followed by belt. And another belt. Followed by the fan. Right, ignition distributor, that's next for shaving. Then the rotor and the cap, followed by the clips and the wires. There's the wires. Clips before I forget about them. We're looking pretty damn good. Do I have a brake servo? I think I might. We do indeed. Yeah. Okay, so now we can start working underneath her. And we'll get the bottom end of the engine done, and then we'll break into the suspension and such. And the remainder of the exhausts. Alright, so all of these rod caps can go back in now, all nice and reconditioned. as well as the crankshaft bearing caps. If I could see, it would help. Alright, now the oil pan. Okay, oil filter. One that came off it can go back. And let's get these exhausts off. Rear muffler D. I need to remember that. Next, let's move on to the gearbox. Flywheel that came off it can go back on. Clutch plate. We need a clutch plate. Okay. Let's do a search for clutch. And we'll buy like 5 of them. And we'll see how we are then if we have the other items already. So, clutch plate. Pressure plate. We need a pressure plate as well. Okay, luckily enough, we already have the search done. We'll buy 5 of them again. That way we have 4 spare. Now the release bearing. Alright, we need to buy some spares of those as well. Starter, you can go on next. I don't think I'll put the drive shaft back on yet. Because I might have to do some work on the axle. The axle looks like it needs to be entirely replaced. So, what's next? Rear muffler D. Rear muffler D. We'll buy some release bearings before we go any further. Rear... Whoops. Rear muffler D. Where are you? Rear muffler D. There we are. We want 2 of those. And let's take a gander at the suspension and brakes and stuff. Right, that calipers, you're coming off without a doubt. Brakes maybe. Yeah. Let's do some inspections here. See what the quality of all this stuff is. If anything needs to be replaced. No, we're looking good. Whoops. Inner and outer tie rods. Cross member. Sway bar. I know the shock needs to be done. Let's go over this side. Calipers again. I would say brakes. And inspection time. And all of this appears to be coming back just fine. Right, so that means it's just the shocks. And we'll get the one over the far side. Now, there was rubber bushings, wasn't there, in the cross member? Apparently not, but that doesn't mean... we'll come back to that. Right, first things first. Do we have double wishbone shock absorber? We only have rears. Right, so I need double wishbone shock absorber, front spring, and shock absorber cap. So, let's do a search for shock. Double wishbone shock absorber by 2. Take that one out and we'll break the other one down. Now we'll buy the remainder, which is 2 front shock absorber caps. And now we need 2 springs. Front springs. 2 of those. And we take this one out, and now we start putting together the new ones. Oh, look at that. I have loads of springs. And now we do the last one. I really want to get rid of those rear shock absorbers. I was hoping a job was going to come up that I could use them, because they're always in my frickin' way whenever I have to work on a shock absorber. Excuse me. Alright. Shock in there. Move over the far side. And shock in here. Wonderful. May as well put in the rear mufflers. And now we'll move down the back. So wheels, off you come. Oh, holy Hannah, look at the state of that. Yeah, this is where we're really going to find the remainder of the items that need to be replaced or reconditioned. Alright, so let's do these U-bolts. Surprisingly, none of them need any WD-40 to undo them. I'm actually very surprised at that. Alright, now the leaf plate, which should have fallen off itself anyway. Fuel pump, we'll get that while we're here. Those shoes are in a really bad condition. Some of this stuff is so bad we won't be able to recondition it. We will have to buy new, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Alright, U-bolts, you're next. Followed by rubber bushing. Followed by the spring itself. Followed by the axle. Okay, now let's see what we can recondition. Wow, nothing. Just a couple of brake cylinders. Shit. I need to find out what sort of axle I need. Leaf spring rear drive axle. Leaf spring rear drive axle. There we go. I think I should buy some of these while I'm here. And 2 springs. And shock. I think they're shock absorber Bs, so I'll buy 2 of those. We'll make do with that for now. Knuckle housing B. I have 2 of them. Excelente. And I have the hub caps. Do I have the solid rear drive axles? I do not. Right, so we'll move on to springs next. Plenty of U-bolts. And shock absorber B. Oh, look at that. We have loads of shocks. That's brilliant. Do we have drum wheel cylinders? We only have 1 left. Brake shoes. We have plenty of those. Alright, solid rear drive axle. Solid should return it for us. And we'll pick up 4 of them. That way we have 2 spare. Oh, I need a cylinder, and I should pick up 5. That way we'll have 4 spare. Oh, I should have picked up a brake drum as well. I bet you I don't have brake drums. I have 1. God damn it. Right, over the far side. Oh, I need a housing knuckle thingy bob, don't I? Oh no, I have one. Yay! shit. Alright, let's move on to the spring. And leaf plate. Followed by U-bolts. And this rubber bushing. Right, so it's just the brake drum. So if I do a search for brake, there we go, and I should pick up 5 of them, and we will have 4 spare. Okay, let's... Ooh, wait a minute. I have a fuel pump to put in here too, don't I? There we go. Now I can put the dry shaft. Oh, we need a new dry shaft. Okay. Let's do a search for, I guess, shaft, really. Shit. Drive. There we go. Brand new drive shaft. This car is going to be like new. Okay. Let's take a gander at what we have done and what remains. Oh, of course, there's the brakes to do up front. Forgot about those. And the brake calipers. Okay, we're looking good, we're looking good. We're getting on pretty well here. Right, let's move up front and get those brakes done here. Wait, no, I want to add... That's right. Shit, I'm down to my last set. And then we'll work on the wheels. I should pick up brake. And we'll go for 5 sets. Do you know what? We'll pick up 3 of these as well. Just to have for later. For later on. Alright, new caliper. And now we can work on the wheels. So, I need to break down. So the rims are fine. At least it seems so. But we want race tire B. Race tire B. And they are 255/65 R17s. Wow, okay. So that one can start breaking down. And I'm going to go into the tire section. And what did I say? Race tire B. Where are you, little son of a bitch? There it is there. Right, we'll break down the next one. Race tire B, I want 4 of them. Size 17, profile 255, and profile 65. Wow, nearly $4 for those. Okay. Break down the next one. And I'm going to come out of that section of the shop. And we're going to see if we can recondition these rims as well. Once this one finishes for us. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to our repair bench. And we're going to make these all shiny new again. At least that is the hope. Yay, all shiny new. Okay. Alright, so we take this one off. Now we're going to balance it. And while that one is balancing, we'll start installing the next one. Voila, that's us moving on to the next one. Alright, and now should be the last one to install or put together. And now this one's finished, so we just have one more to balance. And while that's doing that, I'm going to put on these two on the back. Do the same over here. And we'll go and pick up this last one. And now we'll move up front. And get these on. Right. I'm thinking that's pretty much it. Now there is the body work that we have to do. So we can drop her down fully now. So engine is done. Suspension and brakes are done. We'll mark off everything here now. Excellent. Alright, repair or replace body parts. Now, it's a DC Typhoon. DC Typhoon. And we want a front bumper. We want a rear bumper. Rear bumper. We want a left headlight. Left headlight. We want a right headlight. Right headlight. We want a left tail light. Left tail light. We want a right tail light. We want a front left door window. Front left door window. And we want a front right door window. Front right door window. Okay. So now we're going into the body shop section. And we're doing a search for a DC Typhoon. And the parts we want are a front bumper. There we go. A rear bumper. A left headlight. Right headlight. Left tail light. And right tail light. Front left door window. Front left door window. And front right door window. There we go. I'm quickly going to put oil in here before I forget about it. Because I want to close the hood. There we go. Right. I'm thinking... What I'm thinking? I'm thinking we take off these bits that are... bumper, tail lights, door, mirror, headlights, and front bumper. And let's see what we can recondition. And now we go and install all the parts back again. Oh, unfortunately we weren't able to fix that door. Oh well. Alright, the trunk, the taillights, the bumper, license plate, other taillight, door, window, mirror. Now, wasn't there windows? Here we go. Oh, it's already in. Okay. So, all this is done. Front left door window. Son of a bitch. Take that one out. Take that one out. Now we put in the new ones. There we go. Alright, so now should be all done there. Oil is done, so now it's just repainting the car. So we're going to move her into the paint shop. Hopefully it's a better color than what it is currently, because that's a horrendous color. Hello, have some vomit. White? Yeah, white's alright, I guess. A bit boring, maybe. Alright, back to lifter A. And we'll do one last quick check. And then we'll finish the job. Alright, so all done here. All done there. All done there. And all done there. Sweet. So we spend 12,300 on parts and we're getting 41,500 back in payout. Jesus. Oh man, that's fantastic. Alright, there we go. Right. Let's check the phone and see if there are any experience orders for us to pick up. Nope, apparently not. So, in our next episode, we're probably going to work on this bad boy. I'm actually going to move it to lifter A. And we'll move this one into lifter B. And that way we have a space to take a new order if it should arise. Yeah, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. My name is Winters, and I'll see you next time. So until then, take care.